right, everyone. I'm gonna throw these two tracks, and then we're gonna get on to the discussion and demo. So bear with me. Let's do it.
Before it was called house. I remember house when house respected house. I remember house when house grew of the roots of house. Before house was disco. I remember house when people knew the lyrics of house. I remember house before record labels sold the house. I remember house when house was about love.
Yes, I am. All these kids realize that I'm the man. 6'3" and maybe quarter of an inch bigger than last year, but still a
unique figure. Rob Springer, not no thinking, hot dog knows that I'm a man that was born to have a mic on next to me at all times, ready to kick around. That'll get me out of financial bind. That's why when it comes to fans, I'm never mean. Kids on St. James between Gates and Green always says hello, cause I'm a modest fellow. Never try to play a superstar that's mellow. Cause if these kids don't go buy our records, we'll be has-beens and plus naked. So we owe them to pull out your pen, sign an autograph, you might make a new friend. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. A party people in the house singing.
Greetings, everyone. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I hope everybody is getting ready to enjoy the weekend. We're live today. Yes, we are. We are live. We are live. So I already checked the YouTube. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. So if you go to my House That Speaks page, you'll see me live there. We're on Twitter, well, now known as X, and you can go to my House That Speaks page there, and you can check out the show. So what I did was I just started out with two mixes. I did a mix with the first track was called Second Choice Retie Remix by Futuretron and Retie. And the second one is Treat 'em Right, Chuck Rock versus Milty Evans, redid by Milty Evans. He's Chicago Jackin and house DJ and producer. We always we those who know him well call him Uncle Milty. So shout out to Uncle Milty and um, Futuretron Riptide for these tracks. And so what we're going to be talking about today? Today I'm going to show you and talk about Jackin House. Yes, I'm going to show you how I mix Jackin House tracks. And not only I'm going to show you, I'm also going to give you a little explanation about it, track selection, and also demo. So for those who don't know me, I'm House Head Speaks. I've been a DJ since 2017, and I am doing this for my series called Transitions Reveal and Mini Mix. And this is volume 3. But I'm doing a Friday night special today because I usually will go on Saturdays at noon. But since I'm going to be playing live on Twitch Saturday, which is tomorrow, I decided to do a Friday night special. As you can see, the sun is coming down here in Chicago, so you see all my lights on and all that good stuff. So hopefully, for my young and upcoming DJs who wants to know about Jackin House, wants to know how to, mix Jackin House and things of that nature, we're gonna go through it. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna start out with the Jackin House genre. So we're gonna explain. So what I'm going to do is say, okay, what is Jackin House? I'm sure there's a lot of DJs who heard of the Jackin House genre, who's played Jackin House. And I know DJs who plays Jackin House, and pretty much they are known for that particular genre. And I know a good number of producers who is known for producing, for the most part, Jackin House. I won't say that they don't produce other forms of house music, but what I will say is for the majority of the tracks they've come out with is mostly Jackin House. So What is Jackin House? I had to look this up, so I'm going to be reading off the long definition, so bear with me. So, Jackin House is a genre of house music that originated in Chicago, and that's where I'm from. I'm from Chicago. And is characterized by its energetic attitude, elastic beats, shuffling percussion, booming bass lines, and chopped up samples. Jackin House is primarily sample based, with samples coming from a variety of styles, including hip hop, R&B, jazz, swing, funk, and disco. It also features an urban street attitude, big funky bass lines, and chopped riffs, melodies, and vocals from classic disco tracks. Jackin House is often considered a modernized development that stays true to the essence of early styles like Chicago House. And I'm gonna have to agree with that because with Jackin House, you can pretty much throw any music genre into it and and make it bump and make it funky, but you still got that beat, you still got that nice bass line. I mean, I have bought Jackin House tracks that have jazz influence with your pianos or your horns, disco influence, which what I just played was second choice. It's just a sample came off from Dr. Love by First Choice, which is one of disco's dynamic anthem. And then the other track, Treat 'em Right, came from the man himself, Chuck Rock. You know, so that hip hop jam was known when it came out. I think it came out around about in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken. If I am, please excuse me and correct me. I appreciate that. So those two tracks sets a great example of how Jackin House is developed and how Jackin House is formed. You're taking samples from different genres of music. You're throwing your four by four. You beefing it up with some beats. You throwing a nice bass line. You know. So it's awesome. Now, as far as track selection, one thing about Jackin House that I will say, it's so versatile. It's like sky's the limit. It's like every time I hear a Jacking House track, I'm surprised where it's been developed, what samples is used, how they combine it together, how they formed it, and how they keep it within that up tempo beat. Now, how I usually mix Jackin House, I always mix it um, with a 125, 126 BPM. I have went 127 before, but I try to stay in the realms of 125 to 126. But to me, that particular BPM range just gives that thump, that boom, that and you just want to just move and all that stuff. So that's one of the cool things about Jackin House. Now, to purchase how to build a Jackin House library, well, you can go to any record pool. You can go to Track Source, which I usually go to, or and Beatport, which I also go to. I I say those two have a plethora of Jackin House tracks, and the one thing about those two, they if you go to those sites, they have their own category. So you can just go to Jackin House and you can either choose the new releases, or you can go to other parts of their site, their library, like Track Source, for example. They have this one. category called essentials. And what it does, it breaks down every genre of underground music. So you can find one that says Jackin House, and they always update it. I don't know if they update it weekly or daily or what have you, but it's always updated. So you can never go wrong. You always gonna have the latest tracks available. Beatport is the same way. If you go to their Jackin House category, it's pretty much the same. You will find that they always keep up with the latest Jackin House tracks on their site as well. So those are the ones I go to. So now I'm going to let me I can put that down. Now I'm gonna throw a couple of jacking tracks so I can get so you can get the gist of how Jackin House is done, and and one of the good ways to I'm sorry, one of the ways to actually mix it. Now, how I usually mix my Jackin House, I especially if I start, I would let the first track play until I see the first breakdown. I mean, the first bass line, whatever you want to call it. Either first or the second one, depending on the track. And then, of course, I that's where I'll begin my second track. And then I'll do my nudge nudge on the jog wheels, make sure it's on time and beat. Then I'll move my up fader up, and then I will either kill the low EQ or put it at 9 o'clock. I've been practicing doing that, and I do that depending on the track and how long the bass line is. Because some bass lines could be longer than others. If it's a short bass line, then I'll go ahead and kill it because I know it's a short bass line. If it's a long bass line, I will I will put it at 9 o'clock. And the reason why I will do that because I want the the um the bass line of that first track play while I'm bringing in that that's the bringing in the melodies of the second track, and then 9 times out of 10 both tracks will end and the melodies will start. And when it start, then I'll just kill them. Then I'll just kill the low EQ, and then I'll start working my highs, my mids, until I'm fading out the first track, and let the second track, you know, be front and center. But I'm going to demonstrate a couple of tracks, and then explain it as I do it. And then before we leave, I'm gonna do a four Jackin House mix. It's just gonna be 4 tracks. I'm not gonna do it too long because I know YouTube gets funny with the algorithm. So I'm trying to be as cautious and as careful as possible when it comes to YouTube. you know. So you just gotta, you just, it is what it is. There's nothing pretty much can be done about it. You just have to grin and bear with it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. So what I'm gonna do is, because I played this track before, I played this track for on a se- on a set that I did on Twitch. So I'm gonna play this again, and I am going to keep it at we'll keep it at 125 BPM for today. So we're gonna do that. So the first track is called Groove Incarcerated by Sam Tyler. Let me see what will be the second track. Sometimes I'll have the second track ready, sometimes I won't. But let's try this one. We're gonna try It's Jazz by NWN. So we're gonna go that track, and again, we're going to make sure we have that at 125 BPM. Now, what I usually do is I preset my BPMs. Now, I know some DJs they have the knack to just put the track in and then start that track, and then they'll nudge the tempo into the BPMs. But I was taught this way, and I just going to keep it the way I was taught. So that's pretty much it. So we're gonna display the DDJ 800, and we're gonna start. Here we go. Like I said again, I'm just gonna let this track play, and I'm probably going to wait to, because I see it has 2 breaks, so I'm gonna wait till like maybe the second break, and then when the second break comes, that's when I'm gonna bring in the second track. So bear with me. Now, as you can hear it, you hear that nice jazzy with a little piano and the like a bass in the back.
Representing the streets. Representing the streets. Represent.
You see that? You see how that melody is? I mean, it's so beautiful. That's the wonder of Jackin House. You can throw any genre in it, put that 4x4, make that beat fat, make sure the hi-hats and all that good stuff, and you can rock it out. So we're gonna get ready to bring this other track in. So let's do it.
Represent the streets. Representing the streets. Representing the streets. Representing the streets. Represent.
It's such a living music, huh? That is able to live, to survive, and assimilate, incorporate the best things from all other kind of music, whether it's classical or soul or beat or pop or rock.
You see how that sound? I mean, where, what genre that you can find that can combine jazzy, mellow, with the instruments and all that, and still keep it house, keep it danceable, keep it, beat. I mean, reason why Jackin House is so awesome is because anytime you listen to it, you can't help but to move. You can't help but to bounce. You can't help but to want to bump and want to get on the dance floor and just jack it up. So that's pretty maybe one of the reasons why they call it Jackin House, because it's one of those type of genres of music that if you can't move to this music, something wrong with you. That's all I gotta say. Something's wrong with you. But that's how I did it. Now we're gonna do another demo, and what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a Jackin House track and I'm gonna blend it with a different genre. And with Jackin House, you can do that. And I have discovered doing that a few times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of my favorite tracks, and I have to say this is my favorite track because it is my favorite track. And this time, since I like to pump it up and bump it up, I'm gonna bring it up to 126 BPMs this time. And the first track is called Ghetto Bounce, and I'm sure if you heard me play on Twitch, you didn't heard me play this track because I play this track a great deal because I just love the way it sounds. It's by HR and Sky and Henry Morale. Now I'm gonna play this with a non-Jackin House genre. And with Jackin House, you can do that because I have the first track that I played called, in the beginning of this segment, I played Second Choice. I have blend that with Cosmic Witch, by Louis Vega and his lovely wife Nane. I've done that a few times, and I love the way that sounds. So we're gonna do this. I did this a few times and I didn't know I was able to do it until I did it. That's one thing about DJing. You always going to discover something new. And it also is going to allow you to be creative and allow you to get out your comfort zone. So you don't have to play one genre all the time for your entire set. I mean, there's been times where if I do a 2 hour set, I'll play one genre of house and then I'll play the other genre. And then there's been times where I just combine the genres together for an entire set. It depends on the length of the set. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play, like I said, I'm gonna play Ghetto House for my first track. My second track, I'm gonna play Needing You, but I'm playing the 2001 Anthem mix. Man, when I discovered this track, I fell madly in love with it, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on it. And now that I do, I try to play it as much as I can because the track itself is just awesome. And for some reason, it goes well with Ghetto Bounce. Now, the way that I bring it in, there's a certain part to Ghetto Bounce's track that you have to bring it on the one just right to start the Needing You track. Because if you don't, it's going to be off. And that's the tricky, sticky part about playing a different genres of music. You have to make sure that you bring that second track in just right. If you off by a little second or a little, just a little T-notch, it can throw the whole set off. It can throw the whole transition off. And we don't want to do that. So right now we're gonna go ahead and start on ghetto bounce, and then we're gonna bring needing you, and I'm gonna show and I'm gonna tell you how it's done. So I'm gonna get back to you seeing the DDJ 800, and let's do it. I mean, do you hear that doggone bass in the beginning of this track? That's why this track is so much my favorite, because this bass is so nasty. And then you hear that in the background, and then it just rises up. You hear that? Yep, you hear that? Now this, and another thing I love about this track, because I love that the intro is long. And I'm one of those people, I love long intros, because you can do so much with it. And it's a good thing because I can talk over the intro, because this particular track is mostly instrumental, so there's no vocals whatsoever. And it's a perfect track to mix with any Jackin House track or any non-Jackin House track. Because if you get a non-Jackin House track that has vocals and you playing this, you're golden. If you get a Jackin House track and that has all vocals and you play this, you're still golden. Because you got this in the background, and once you do your thing for the second track, you'll still have this beautiful, awesome bumping bass right in the back of it. Now I'm probably gonna keep talking until I get close to my part, because if I do it this way, maybe YouTube won't snag me as much. But also, a good thing about Jackin House is that it just gets you going. It's like, to me, it's the perfect house genre. If you are a DJ and maybe your slot is like in the middle, then you can definitely play Jackin House. Especially if you have a couple of DJs before you playing maybe a deep and soulful, then you right there in the middle, then you can just bring that crowd right up there with some nasty Jackin House. Trust me, it works every bloody time. Okay, I'm gonna do my thing. I know. I hate cutting that part off because, like I said, I enjoy playing that needing you track. I just enjoy playing it, and every time I play it, everybody who listen to it just absolutely love it. And that's one good thing about music. When you play something that people love, it's like you're speaking to them, and they're responding in kind. That's It's just awesome. It's just awesome. So I'm going to play. I'm probably gonna play one more. Yeah, I'm gonna play one more checking track, and and then we're gonna go on with the four mix. Let's see what I'm going to play this one. Let's see, I mean, like I said, the beauty of Jackin House is that the way it's produced and created. I mean, it's like you can take any form of genre of music, and I'm going to repeat that, any form genre of music, and just house it up. That's what I always say. I always say anything about a remake, a remix, a mashup, a blending of two different genres. You know, you're pretty much housing it up. So I want to see what I'm going to play now. So, oh, you know what? I'm going to play Uncle Milty, because Uncle Milty um, always has some good. I'm going to play Uncle Milty stuff. And then I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm going to go ahead. But before I start out, if you know anybody who's trying to become a DJ, wants to become a DJ, who's looking for a channel that actually showing DJs as they are going to the gym, make sure you bring them to my channel. Um, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you will know when I'll be posting new videos like this one here. Um, so I just wanted to make sure I got that out of the way. Okay, why am I? Ah, here we go. Well, let's see. I'm gonna play a couple of old Uncle Milty stuff, because I just love his stuff. I love Uncle Milty stuff. So okay, so I'm gonna go back up to 125 on this one. Okay, okay. We're gonna start out with "Find Me on the Dance Floor," and then I might, yeah, I might play it. I might play "Welcome to the Disco." I'm gonna see how that works. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start uh find it at the disco by Uncle Melty, and then we're gonna mix it in with the other track, um Welcome to the Disco. It should be good, but sometimes, you know, that's why it's always key to listen to every track that you purchase, so you know where to start your transition from one track to the next track. I always say that's one of the key elements, one of the key fundamentals of doing house. So we're gonna get back to displaying the DDJ 800, and we're going to start it up. You hit another jazzy type house beat. But you hear that funky boom, 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 boom. You hear that? That's some good stuff. Looks like it's got a little jazzy tune into it. Looks like it got a little jazzy with a little disco feel. So I think "Welcome to the Disco" track should be perfect. As a matter of fact, it's a Milty Evans remix. The producer of it is Chicago's own Louis Gomez, one of my favorite producers and favorite people.
Welcome to Chicago.
Yes. Now, did you hear both different differentiation between the first track and the second track? Even though the first track said "Find It" on the disco, but I heard more of a jazz influence on the first track, whereas the second track, "Welcome to the Disco." As a matter of fact, this particular track came from "Welcome to Chicago," which is another track that was produced by Louis Gomez. So Uncle Milty, did a remake to it, and I love his remake. As a matter of fact, I don't think I ever played this track before. I'm gonna have to play this on the next time I play some Jackin House. So I hope you guys got the gist of Jackin House genre and how I present it, when I do my mixes on this genre. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start getting ready and do a like I said, I'm gonna do a four. I'm gonna do a four. Well, yeah, I'm gonna do a 4-track mix, and I think I'm gonna start with a track from Chicago's own Doc Link because I love his stuff. So these are all going to be jacking tracks. I'm going to do it at 125. I'm not going to try to, I'm mainly going to try to make sure I transition on the first breakdown. And the reason why I want to do that because I don't want this video to get deemed by YouTube. So then I get back here, and without further ado, let's get into it.
shaking and moving and jumping this. Dancing and shaking and moving and jumping this. Dancing and shaking and moving and jumping this. shaking and moving and jumping and swaying and touching all the people and screaming. Dancing and shaking and moving and jumping. Dancing and shaking and moving and jumping. Dancing and shaking and moving and jumping. Ladies and gentlemen, those things I got too far gone. We got to let the girls know what they got to do for us. It's not got to be a gag, man. A man can't do nothing no more. They got bones up. They got bones up. They got bones up. Now we got a little thing we call a little groove maker. Building, is you ready? Because we're going to tell you that. I hope the building can stand all its soul, because it still got a lot coming on. Get it. Get it. Get it. Now we got a little thing we call a little groove maker. Building, is you ready? Because we're going to tell you that. I hope the building can stand all its soul, because it still got a lot coming on. Get it. Get it. And this is the way it goes. I want to get up and do my thing. I need to get up and do my thing.
It sounds so smooth. It sounds so smooth.
Well, excuse me, take a few minutes to mellow out. The dedicators on the mic, and I'm telling about a minimum. Well, the rock, strength, and power. So listen to the man of the hour. Roll it, go to a slow tempo, and you know, sing low, swing low, then go the show, go hard, stop and form, transform my stage like a set of cards. But I'm not animated like a cartoon, I'm a real shit lyric, like a harpoon. Of course, the crowd, listeners, spectators, full of groove, like a smooth rock, baby. It sounds so smooth. It sounds so smooth. The beat I need to get up, keep my hitting many, I'm putting play. 7 minutes in competition, wishing for the next division. I'm straight up this move, so get the movement. Back, so wild, running so wild. One hard, no got no style. I go back to the ones who
Jazz is an international language. So when you play jazz, you gotta learn how to have a conversation. So play jazz, play jazz, play jazz, play jazz,
All right, all right. So I hope everyone enjoyed this this transitions reveal, and I hope you enjoyed the mini mix, and I hope you got a full understanding on Jackin House. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to post the definition of Jackin House on the subscription, so you can read it to yourself, so you don't have to do the research. It'll be right there. Um, Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for checking out this live segment. Thank all my YouTube subscribers, my Facebook fans, and also the people who's out there in the X Twitterverse. Thank you so much. I I made this design especially for because of my love for Jackin House. It says Jackin Beats, Feel the Heat, House Vibes. This is from my design, House That Speaks Designs. So if you want to cop a shirt or any of my designs, go to housethatspeaksdesigns.com and purchase one. So, it's gonna be in my T Teespring storefront. So it will connect you to that, and then you can make your purchase, and you can cop one of these or cop any of my designs that's there. So if for those who have a topic, that's DJ related or house genre related, and you want me to discuss it, I'll be more than happy to make it into a transition live event, and then we can discuss it. And if you have any questions on it, no problem. Just give me a email. My email address is right there, housethatspeaks@gmail.com. But you can also follow me on my socials, my SoundCloud, my Twitch, you know, all the things. Just go to the um, link tree / House That Speaks, and you can find me right there. So I hope everybody have a great weekend, and all my new and upcoming DJs out there, just keep practicing, keep enjoying the journey, and you will and the journey will enjoy you. Oh, one more thing. I'm coming out with it's already posted on my YouTube channel, but I'm coming out with another segment. It's called Monday Night Rant. It's going to be going full tip boogie on certain things that I see that's I don't feel right about what's going on with the with the DJ, the underground, stuff like that. But we're also gonna make it a teachable moment. So it ain't gonna be just me ranting and raving. It's gonna be me trying to present what's going on to young and upcoming DJs, so they won't have to go through the pitfalls, and they can be aware on how things move. So when they're climbing up their journey, they will be 100% prepared. So, like I said, thank you all. Appreciate the love and support. Also, check me out on my Twitch. You can go to twitch.tv/House Says Speaks. In fact, I will be playing live tomorrow. That's 2 p.m. Central Time. I'm going to be part of the raid train because I am a member of House Masters and Global DJ Beats. So I'm going to be part of that lineup. There's going to be some great DJs that's going to be playing there. So I hope you guys go and check that out. And my monthly show, which is Calling Our House Heads, is every first Friday, and that's 7 p.m. Central Time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and that's me playing a 2 hour set. And I just go all out as far as underground genre is concerned. So won't you stop over there and join me and join the chat, and let's have some fun and do what it do. Okay, peace and love, everyone. Thank you so much. Much love and enjoy your weekend.